Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome to our special Saturday stream. Tonight it is round 11 of the final season. We are heading to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. And we are coming off the back of the best weekend we've had so far in our short tenure with Aston Martin. We had a 1-2 in the sprint at Austria, followed by a 1-2 in the race, combined with also getting the bonus point for pole position and the bonus point for the fastest lap. So maximum points for the very first time with Aston. That was nice, and it really has transformed the championship picture a little bit. We are now just 45 points behind Red Bull. We've closed the gap dramatically over the last few weekends, and as you can see, Donna has now moved into a 15-point lead at the top of the drivers' standings as well, having been chasing down in third place. The back and forth between Leclerc and Verstappen taking points off each other has closed those two together to just a point, but allowed us to jump the pair of them. And Embry has also closed the gap to Lando as well after her strong performance. And now we head to the British Grand Prix. And can we repeat our success? Can we get another 1-2? Can we be the best of British this weekend? Let's hope so. How you doing, David? How you doing, Wayne? How you doing, Adrian? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Let's start by going to our inbox. We've got a brand new ATR period, which we've been waiting for, so we can get a new development project or two going. Werner Fischer, again, winning the F2 race. Sylvie Roland is again on the podium. Zach's back on the podium as well. So we're seeing some consistent faces there on the F2 podiums. We have our mid-season review in 30 days. The board currently has high confidence in us. We've got our spare rear wing and spare front wings done, but we do have some car inspection to deal with. So let's have a look, and it's just a side pod that needs to be replaced. So let's go ahead and do that now. Suspension and front wing are at medium risk. That's not too bad. Another front wing at medium risk. They've only done one race. Wow. Well, technically two if you count the sprint. 1.5 races. Underfloor is at risk. Suspension, side pods. There's quite a few parts that are all going to break around the same kind of time. So let's go ahead and make some more. Let's build another couple of front wings. There we go. Side pods, I've only got one spare and one's at medium risk already, so let's go ahead and make one more spare to replace the one that's on its way out. Underfloors, we have one spare and one's on its way out. It's going to be a while until we can get a new underfloor on the car anyway, which we're going to try and start in a second. So we will make 2 of those. There we go. And we might do a suspension. Now we're going to have a quick look at the parts that we have in attribute-wise and see where those hours are going to be well spent. I think we're actually working on a new chassis right now. Let's see. Yes, we are. New chassis and a new side pods up in 6 and 8 days. So we'll ignore those two. Let's take a look at our other parts. So we've just done front wings. They're pretty average in terms of the downforce generation, despite the fact that we've got really good downforce. Very good in brake cooling. Airflow is excellent. Let's check the rear wing. Well, there you go. Rear wing is phenomenal. That is why we are so good in the downforce stakes. We'll check the underfloor as well. Underfloor also pretty damn solid. And we'll check the suspension, and it's good in drag. Could do with finding a bit more downforce. Maybe a touch more brake cooling as well. So we're looking at a front wing. We're looking at a suspension, I think. Because the rear wing and the underfloor are both pretty damn good. So let's look at designing new parts for them. Let's see. So we'll start with the suspension. Let's throw half of our hours in. See what we can do with half of our hours. I had to lose a little bit of drag if necessary. I do want to try and really boost the downforce numbers. High speed's our weakest, isn't it? And we've got high speed stuff coming up. So let's look at that. Brake cooling's pretty good. Airflow at the front. Let's dial that back maybe just a touch. Gonna hit the lifespan. Let's go all the way down to a 2 to 4. I think that might be the way to play that. Yeah, let's go with that. So, let's have a look. We are looking... We're not going to get it in time for Spa, so we're looking at Zandvoort. One engineer, 40 days. That'll do. That'll give us plenty of time to get new rear wings, new suspensions on the car for Zandvoort. And then we're also looking at a front wing. What can we do with the other half of the hours? Evening, Dino. Again, we're looking to boost those downforce numbers a bit more. That's not bad. There we go. I quite like that. Just beefing up the medium and high speed a little bit more. High speed obviously very important given some of the tracks that are coming. Tracks like Zandvoort, like Monza. Again, we're not going to get it in time for Spa, but we're okay at the moment. And then you've got, tracks with fast flowing sections later in the calendar as well. So that would be definitely useful. And of course, the medium speed, there's a lot of medium speed corners dotted around in some of the later races in crucial areas. And of course, with Qatar coming up, that's almost completely dominated by medium speed corners. Definitely want to work on those a little bit more. A little bit more brake cooling as well, just to help out there. Keep the tyres under control in some of the hotter races. And just tweak the airflow sensitivity like that to give us a slight increase to our dirty air performance as well. So, again, we're not talking massive gains, but, little bits here and there that will make a difference. So, again, we're looking at putting together a package for Zandvoort. Front wings only take 3 days to make, so we've got 8 days there. That's enough for 2 and a third one on the day of qualifying. That will be fine. There we go. Evening, Daniel. Am I looking forward to tomorrow's race? Oh, yes, I can't wait. 3 Brits in the top 3. We haven't had that in Formula One for nearly 60 years, and we haven't ever had it at Silverstone before in terms of qualifying. So I can't wait for the race. Could we get an all-British podium at Silverstone? That would be phenomenal. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Is there anything else we need to get done? I think we are kind of prepped and ready. We've got our facility refurbs going through. We've still got just under 7 mil. That's a bad time. We know Dan Fallows is out of contract at the end of the year. We're not going to address that because we're not going to be here once the season ends. I'm not going to be on this game once the season ends. We'll be on the new one. And it's now time for us to get prepped. So let's take a look at whether anyone else has brought any upgrades here. If they have, it hasn't really affected car performance for us at all. It's still looking mighty, mighty strong. Great top speed, which again is crucial around this circuit. Acceleration isn't bad at 7th, could be a little bit better, but it's still pretty decent. Low speed, we've got good low speed, that's important, and we've got good high speed, which is critical around this track. And we've got excellent dirty air performance, which again for this particular track is crucial, even though it's not marked as crucial. If you want to have any real chance of overtaking, you need to be able to follow through Maggots, Beckett's onto the hangar straight. If you want to get, if you've got the good dirty air performance, that makes it so much easier to get that quick run coming out of, Chapel onto the hangar straight. So let's set some targets for tonight. The target, the incentive is just 1 car in Q2. That is very pessimistic. We're going to go 2 in the top 8. And both cars into Q3. Finish position 2 in the top 8. That's a little bit more like it. And we will go for the fastest lap as well. And then we've got a new quali streak. 1 in the top 10 for 2 races. Again, it's pretty average. Not a huge amount of money. But should be straightforward enough to do. And we are 1 down, 4 to go on our finish position streak. So let's head to Northamptonshire and Silverstone for the British Grand Prix.
Welcome and come on in to the home of British motor racing. We're here in legendary Silverstone, where the very first Formula One World Championship Grand Prix was held back in 1950. It's a place where every tuft of grass breathes motorsport, and the crowd are already crackling with excitement. Silverstone is a power circuit. It demands downforce and total confidence in the car for a driver to keep their foot planted through Sector 2, through the high-speed corners at Woodcote and at Copse, and carrying on through Maggots and Beckett's. Aston Martin came away as race winners in the last round, but you can guarantee that they'll have to battle it out if they want to replicate that success. So, let's get back to the racing.
Let's get our cars prepped and ready. We are going to give Anne a run out. So, soft tyres for both. There we go. Silverstone is quite a longish lap. I think 17 laps of fuel should be more than enough. But again, I'm going to overfuel them so that if we do get it right, we can just leave them out there for longer without having to call them back in again. So normally if we'd be, I think, 17 laps here, we'll go an extra 8 laps just in case we get it right. Try and get a good stint. It's not going to be the case here on this first run, but I am thinking more for the second run, that we can just keep them out and try and go to the flag. Let's go with an 11. 6.5, 7.3, 3.3, and 0.35. Let's try that. Need to swap the parts over. Put our practice bits in. We will be unleashing a new engine tonight, I think. Potentially. I don't know yet. I might see how we do in qualifying before I make that decision. Let's go with that gearbox. Now we can work on Donna's car. So again, we'll swap out some parts. Let's go. That will just make it through. Don't know if it'll make it through the whole weekend. It'll certainly, in terms of practice, but it'll certainly make it through the first session and should make it through the second as well. Gearbox, we'll go with that one. There we go. And let's play about with the setup a little bit. Let's go with a 7, a 12, and we'll go the opposite way. We'll go with a 3.7. I'll go with a 3.15 and a 0 on this one. And let's see how those work as we send them out. There she is, new championship leader, Donna Tanner, finally. Been threatening to get in the mix this season, and has finally managed to ascend to the top of the table. Question is, can we stay there? Who do I think will win the race tomorrow, and who do I think will be in the top 3? No idea. It's way too close to call. I think if it warms up tomorrow, the Mercedes may struggle a little bit. They seem to run better in the cooler temperatures. If it's conditions like it was at Silverstone today, which are very different conditions to where I am at the moment, where it's a lot sunnier, then Mercedes are definitely in with a good shout. Obviously, you've got both the McLarens are going to be in the picture. Ferrari just lacking a little bit again at the moment. Max will have his underfloor fixed, so he'll be quick and competitive and will be in the picture. Checo, once again, just a complete shambles. So I don't think we'll see Checo anywhere near the podium. But yeah, I mean, it's too many unknown variables at the moment. There's so many cars so close together. Yeah, it could be anybody. You know, from like the top 5. But I would like a British 1, 2, 3. For obvious reasons, and I would love to see Hamilton get a win this year. It's been a couple of years since he's won a race. George has won a couple now. It'd be nice for Lewis to get a win.
There's a yellow flag now.
Especially seeing as Mercedes seem to be improving and Ferrari seem to be going backwards a little bit. It might be his last opportunity for a while this year, as he's done an Alonso and gone at the wrong time. All right, 80%. That's not a bad start. Can I get her in before the pit lane? No, not quite. Donna's at 57, so we've gone the wrong way on her roll bar then. Oh yeah, very much gone the wrong way. I'm going to go all the way to a 9.1 on that one. We'll leave that at 7. Let's go with an 11.5. Let's pull that back a touch. Yeah, gonna go with that. Oh, now the tyres won't go another 25 laps. 19 laps, there we go. Alright, so that is going to be an 11.5 then. We'll go with a 6.5 still. Let's go to an 8.2. Push that up to a 7.5. Let's pull that back a bit. And let's try... I don't want to pull it back too much that way. Let's do that instead. Let's try that. I think Parrish is close to losing his seat at Red Bull. He's not done himself any favours, has he? He signed a new contract and has immediately turned to utter shit. Just like last season. Eno, not a fan of Lewis. Are you Farah in disguise? Alright, we've got our car knowledge at 86%, so that's a nice starting point based on what it was yesterday, when we slapped new wings on amongst other bits, and the car's knowledge was much, much lower. We might actually get it up to 100 tonight.
The balance, please.
Oh, look at that, 97%. That's close. Very close. How about you, Ant? Give me that sweet, sweet feedback. Currently, no driver has won a race after starting their 300th GP. It's usually a reason for that. They're usually halfway down the table, halfway down the grid in terms of the team that they're with. And I suppose you could kind of argue that Mercedes have done that, but that's, I think, going to change very soon. I think Mercedes are definitely on the way back up. Come on, Han, give me that. And of course, you know, drivers' careers are a bit longer now in general than they used to be. They're in better shape. You know, they're certainly in much, much safer environments than they were. Preparation is much better than it used to be. And of course, they drive a lot more races each year, so hitting 300 is not what it used to be. When you're having like 13 Grand Prix 14 Grand Prix in a season, sometimes less than that. I mean, it was only, what, 16 in the late 80s, early 90s. And now it's 24 this year. So, you know, those extra races add up very quickly. %, we're down. Okay. I was hoping a little bit higher, but that'll do. She's not accruing track knowledge because she's just a reserve, so we will get her in. You remember the buzz around when Barrichello did it? Yeah, I mean, it was a big deal back then. It's not so big a deal now. It's still an accomplishment. It's just not at the same level that it used to be, you know, for the reasons I just stated. Oh, spin for Donna. Okay, so we're not far off, are we? Let's pull that back to a 7. Actually, no, let's go back to a 6.5. Nope, that's not going to do it. Let's go to a 6. Let's try that. Put the cornering right on the edge there. Oversteer right on the edge. And the other values should hopefully fall in as well. This has to change in the next game, and they said it has, but I've seen reports on Reddit that, you know, it's not as good as we're hoping it's going to be in terms of recovery, which is frustrating. Nothing worse than having a little lock-up in a corner, especially early on in the race when the field is so compact, and then just sitting there and letting everybody go through, especially after like 10 laps when there's still like gaps of like a second and a half, 2 seconds between cars, and you can very easily lose 20-25 seconds just sat there as every car, you know, just one after the other with a gap of a second or two between them just peels through. You know, it doesn't happen like that in reality. They try and rejoin the track as quickly as they possibly can. See if we can keep Donna out a little bit longer. Don't know if she can make it to the checkered flag, but she's over 30% on her track knowledge, so that's an improvement, because normally when we do the multi, you know, like the 2 or 3 run attempts, she maxes out at around about 25-27% track knowledge, so she's already made a gain on that by just doing the 2 runs. And hopefully those tyres are completely dead. Hopefully we can get her to the flag, but I think this might be the lap she boxes. 2 kilos of fuel left.
How are the tyres?
Yeah, she hasn't got enough fuel for another lap. Let's call her in. She's going anyway. I don't know if she'll make it back to the garage. 0.7 kilos. I know she's going slow, but... Am I looking forward to the new F1 Manager 2024? Yes, Daniel. Same as when you asked me yesterday and 3 days ago. Hasn't changed. I'm still excited. And there we go. Donna is out of fuel. And she's parked on the red light, on the racing line. Surprised they didn't red flag the session.
It's the checkered flag. VSC ending.
Right, we've got 3 out of 5 on the feedback with Anne there for her final run. That's good. Just need a very small adjustment to Donna's car. And it's the front wing. Let's go with a 6. Up to pretty much 40%. That's excellent. So we'll run 25 laps on the hard tyres. Just check that engine. 1%. Yeah, we'll ring the neck of that engine. We might as well. Let's take a look at Embry's car. That's looking good. It's not quite there. We just don't know on the last 2 bits of feedback. So we'll run it for the whole session and keep our fingers crossed. We'll put that's too much. Let's go 36 laps of fuel. Car will make it through. Red flags in practice are a bit weird. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. I've seen something that would normally bring out anything that would bring out a full safety car. You know, will just red flag the session. But you know, a VSC will still come into effect. But yeah, anything that would normally bring out a safety car will bring out a red flag in practice. Same as in quali.
How's the balance?
Excellent. That car is perfect. That engine is burning. Can I get the full 5 out of 5 feedback before it blows up? Probably should have put the medium tyres on, considering I was running with a dodgy engine, but never mind. Putting on a green arrows display for the fans in attendance here. He's still going. Almost there on the feedback as well. Go, go, gadget, rocket thrusters, even. Rocket thrusters. Oh, Jesus. How you doing, Phil? If this was reality, we'd be getting black flagged for dropping oil on the track. The engine would also have seized by now as well. Come on, give me that 5 out of 5. So close. She's still lapping faster than Embry as well. I think. Yeah, she is. 0.8 of a second quicker.
How is the balance, please?
Ah, I knew I shouldn't have moved the toe. Okay, we can fix that. Still going. That engine's got to go soon, surely. We're at 98% now on car part knowledge as well, which is excellent. So that will definitely be at 100 before practice is done. Got her over 50% on track knowledge. Will reduce the amount of running she needs to do in the final session. And Logan Sargent's like, nope, no, I've had enough. Oh, not Logan Sargent. It was it Albon? No, it was Belichac's. Belichac's finally had enough of a face full of exhaust and flames. Which Ferrari is that? It's Russell. Where is Russell? There he is. Oh, I wasn't quick enough. I wanted to see what the engine looked like on fire from helmet cam. She is still going. Rinse that engine. She's driving in clean air to keep the temperatures down. Bit tricky when it's on fire, but, you know, I appreciate the thought. It seems you can run a 0% engine for quite some time. My God. When is she going to retire? And she's still lapping faster than Embry. How much fuel has she got left in the car? 19 kilos of fuel left still. Yeah, it's 20 kilos more. That's why she's lapping a lot quicker. But the gap is coming down. It's only 0.6 now. It was nearly a second, not that long ago. How has that engine not given up the ghost? If I pull her in the pits, it's instantly end of session for her. So I'm just going to keep her on track. And how is the powertrain temperature not like 500 degrees by now? Which Alpine is that? It's Sights. Pull alongside. Excuse me, love, did you know you're on fire? Flames actually look less impressive in helmet cam than I thought. They look more impressive their look than they do there. She is still going. That's how many laps is that now? 20 laps so far. Oh, there we go. She's gone. Yeah, that's a big fire. That's not bad. We took a 2% engine in. It went, a 1% engine.
Just try and stay on the delta.
We took a 1% engine in and it lasted over half an hour. And then, cremated our driver. But that was pretty good. That was pretty impressive. We're run at normal time now, 16 times.
Virtual safety car ending.
Pretty productive session there. All done for the name of science. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So Embry's running until the flag. Got plenty of tyres left, plenty of fuel left. Car is exactly where it needs to be. We're just getting her track knowledge up now. Think how much it would actually cost to manufacture new bodywork. Yeah, a lot. Not just the cost, but the time as well. All those stickers that would need to be reapplied as well.
That is the checkered flag, so we are boxes lap.
Excellent stuff. 65% track knowledge in the end there for Donna. Good stuff. Right, let's put in that engine. Yeah, I think we are going to have to unleash a new engine on her tonight. Which means we'll probably do the same with Embry as well. Let's see. We want to run 32 laps, maybe? Might be a bit too much. Let's go 30 laps. That should be enough. And I need to change that toe. Put it back there. Shouldn't have moved it. And we're on the mediums.
Track is green.
All right, this will be a much, much less eventful session. I hope. Say that now, and both drivers just throw themselves into the barriers. Wobble for Donna. Not used to having a car that actually drives.
Now we should be able to take a look here.
Ran out of fuel in one session.
And they just can't keep on the track. And they might want
Engine
to take
blew
a
up in
look
the
at
next
floor of
session.
the car there,
She's
because
not
that
having great
won't
luck,
do it
is
any
she?
good.
Quick feedback.
There we go. Lovely stuff. Not long to go now, and then we can get ready for quali. Don't think it'll be quite as dramatic as the quali we witnessed this afternoon, but hopefully it'll be an Aston 1-2. And I keep forgetting that Albon technically isn't a British driver, as he races under the Thai flag. Right, our practice session is done. We're just waiting for the time to run out now. Nothing left for us, nothing left for us to do apart from putting the good bits back into the car in terms of the powertrain. We are as prepped and ready as we're going to be. Both drivers will go in with a full 100% confidence level, and hopefully we will achieve great things today.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated qualifying session.
The high-speed corners at Silverstone are a great challenge for the cars and drivers. The technical Sector 1 rewards strong mechanical grip, while high-speed aerodynamic efficiency will come into play in the final two sectors.
Now Karun, how do you think Zhou Guanyu will be as he heads into this session?
They must be feeling good after their fast lap times in practice. Confidence can do great things for a driver, so I'm excited to see how they handle qualifying.
Fortunately for us, it's nearly time for them to hit the track.
Right then. Let's see how they qualify with those engines. I would like to hold the other engine back for Spa, if at all possible. We are definitely going to have to change the ERS, and we're going to need to put the other gearbox in as well. Otherwise we will be slow. And there we go. We are prepped and ready. Let's send them out. See how they do.
Track should be green.
As is becoming pretty customary, we are heading out behind Oscar Piastri.
You can bring the tyre in.
Wake up those bikes.
Russell's out early as well. We've got a Mercedes out. That is Sonoda, and Ocon is one of the McLarens out. We've also got Albon and Vasseur a little bit further ahead of us, just going to Maggots and Beckett's now. Going to start turning up the wick any second.
Shouldn't
There we
be
go.
anyone in front that will back you up.
Big gap, big gap. Charge up last corner.
Can't see the map. Is there any traffic? No, there is no traffic because those two cars in front are also on flying laps. That's excellent. So, Embry is quicker than Oscar. Connor is quicker than Embry. Very close though, just 300ths between them. .36.3 and a 36.3, just 6,000ths between them this time. Embry's slightly quicker, so Donna's got the edge at the moment, but not by a lot. 21 thousandths the difference, I think, at the moment. Let's see what it is across the line. A 124.7 for sure. Piastri goes quicker, and we go even quicker still.
Drive to the Delta.
Lovely stuff.
And we're boxed.
Hopefully that is it for us, and we won't need to go again.
Make sure you stay negative on your way.
See what George can do.
Charge on in box. Charge on box, box.
He's 0.3, or 2.5 slower than Oscar. Ocon pops himself up to 5th. Couple of tenths behind George. Here comes Sonoda, and he is slower as well. This is looking good so far. Here comes Maloney. And he's starting his flying lap. So who else is out on a flyer at the moment? I think it's just Maloney. It is just Maloney. Pourchaire and Stroll still on outlap. Sorry, Pourchaire and Ajar still on outlaps. No sign of Norris yet. No sign of either of the Red Bulls. And I saw a rumour today. I don't know how much truth there is in it. It was either today or it was late last night, one of the two. That Ocon has signed a deal with Haas, which will be announced soon. Maybe not this weekend, but they said, I think, by the end of the summer break. So Ocon could be partnering up with Behrman, which would leave Magnussen out of a drive. It doesn't surprise me in some respects that that seat has been tied up this early, given that everyone else is still kind of waiting on a Sainz decision. I don't think Haas were ever seriously in contention for getting Sainz. It makes sense to try and snap up, you know, someone that they are keen on, and I forget his name, the Japanese guy who is now the team principal of Haas has spoken very kindly of Ocon in the past, so it does kind of make sense that there would there would be a willingness to work there. still haven't got a Red Bull out yet. They're both sat in the garage. Let's speed time up a little bit. And there is Charles Leclerc making his way out. And here comes Max. It's suddenly getting a bit crowded on the track. We are still first and second. Norris is pootling around on his flying lap. Just keep an eye on him. Io Komatsu, yes, thank you. Thank you, Dino. So Leclerc is giving a mighty tow here to Belajac's. I think it's Belajac's. It is Belajac's. So Belajac's getting a mighty tow here, as is Ocon, from the back of Charles Leclerc. If Charles has a bad lap, then that could spell curtains. But look, Belajac's is trying to find a way through. Oh, and there's traffic. Yeah, that would have been a little hold up there through Beckett's and Chapel. As the Alpine dives into the pits and out of the way. Leclerc goes 10th, Belajac's gets 14th. Ocon does not improve. Norris has gone P5, just behind George Russell. 5 thousandths between them. That's almost the gap it was in qualifying at one point earlier today. It was like 6 thousandths between the two of them at one point. So just Max to set a time. He is on a flyer. Halfway around the lap. That's George in the way. Moves out of the way. Norris should get into the pits before Max gets there, so I don't think there'll be a hold up there. Yeah, there's Norris peeling off. And Max goes P9. Yeah, we're safe. We don't need to go again. That's excellent. So we'll see who gets knocked out. Behrman currently down in the drop zone in 18th. Here he is starting his flying lap. And he's going to get a run behind one of the McLarens. I think it's Ocon. Yeah, it's Ocon. No, it's not Ocon. I could have sworn that was a blue helmet. No, it's just a visor I was seeing. Couldn't see enough of the helmet to see the yellow on it. So Norris is safe, but he's also quick. So this is really good for Ollie. He's not so close that he's causing problems for the pair of them, but he's close enough to get a really nice tow here. So this should see Behrman through quite comfortably. Oh, look at that, Hajar just getting out of the way in time. Jar is comfortably through at the moment. It's in P7. And Behrman rockets up to 4th. Where is Yuki? Here is Yuki. Yuki only just gets through at the moment. Will he get bumped? He is only in 15th. One improvement from... no, it won't be Albon. It won't be Albon. Leclerc improves his time. Bashaw's just starting. Here comes Belajax. Belajax is just starting his flying lap as well. Gasly finishing a lap. Gasly has definitely got the pace, I think, to knock out Tsunoda. Or he should have the pace. But he doesn't. He misses out. 18 thousandths, the difference. But Gasly is out. So just Belajax and Vashaw left to try and improve and knock out Yuki Tsunoda. Vashaw needs to find 0.2 of a second. Belajax needs to find just over a tenth. And without a slipstream, I can't see either of them doing it. Nearly getting held up by Maloney there. Up to the line, and Vashaw is out. He finds 0.05 of a second. It wasn't enough. What about Belajax? No improvement at all. So there we go. It's Gasly, Belajax, Vashaw, Albon and Maloney that are eliminated from Q1. Tsunoda gets to live another day. On to Q2. We will do the same again. Go out behind Rocky Oscar. He looks quick. There goes Behrman out nice and early. Sainz is going out as well. And we'll go out behind a Red Bull. Why not? So Leclerc also on a set of scrubs.
I want to see good work on your tires.
You can bring the tyre in.
Let's see who else is coming out. Ocon and Porsche coming out. Porsche not close enough to get a slipstream. Max coming out right behind Tsunoda. So Max could either get a really good slipstream or he could get really badly held up. We'll keep an eye on them. We'll probably encounter them at some point on our lap. We've got a bit more traffic coming out now. Stroll's coming out, and it's starting to get a little crowded on our piece of racetrack here.
Track is clear.
Not what I wanted to see, and we're not quite as close as I would like to the back of Leclerc here.
No one ahead.
But we should still be close enough. Embry has lagged a little bit as well. We might have been better waiting for one of the Ferraris. Let's see how we do. Oh, there we go. We have gone purple with both cars. So Donna is quicker than Charles in the first sector, and Embry quicker than Donna by 49 thousandths there. Very, very close. Here comes the middle split. Slower than Leclerc. 2/10 quicker with Embry, who has gone purple. Behrman sets the benchmark, a 1:25.9. Leclerc will beat that, I think. He did, and so did we.
Currently P2. But anyway, it was a good lap, mate.
So let's have a look. 3/10 almost the gap, and then an extra 10th back to Leclerc. Let's have a look at Max. Yeah, Max is too close. He's getting held up. She's forcing Tsunoda to go defensively through these corners because he doesn't want to give up the track position. So that's slowing the pair of them down. Max is having to drive offline as well. He's compromising his entry and exit into corners. This isn't going to be a great lap for Verstappen. Probably still be enough, but I don't think it'll be a true reflection of his pace. There we go. A long way off. Nearly 4/10, 3.5 tenths off his teammate there. And barely quicker than Tsunoda. Piastri's on an outlap, Russell's on a flyer. Let's see what Russell can do in this session. Norris on an outlap as well. Norris tucked up behind someone. Oh no, he's ahead of Ocon, but I think Ocon's on an in-lap. Yes, he is, so he hasn't got to worry about traffic in front. There's no one charging up behind him either, so Norris is going to have a really good, clean bit of track to run on here. Should be able to set a good time. And Russell goes P3. Right, here comes Lando. What can he do? Look at all that space he's got. That's Russell just going through Brooklands. Out onto the old start-finish straight. Don't even know if Norris will catch him. Let's have a look at his sectors. He's green in the first sector, but that means nothing. Just looking to see if he goes purple anywhere. He shouldn't. Oh, Oscar's gone purple. Wow, Oscar's gone purple in the first. And he is in clean air as well, I think. Oscar looking properly quick this afternoon. There is Russell just disappearing down Stowe. And into the pits. Into club. And onto the Hamilton straight. Norris goes, oh, only P10. Oscar is flying right now. And he's on scrub tyres as well. This is a mighty lap from Oscar. Oh, there he goes. Top by 65 thousandths of a second. Hajar has popped up into third. Donna is not as safe as I thought she was going to be. And Max is now in the drop zone. Well, well, well. I don't think we can get much of an improvement out of these tyres, but better than doing nothing. See if we can give her enough of a slipstream. Embry's safe. Donna not so much. There is the potential for her to get knocked out if we're not careful. Because everyone's going to put fresh tyres on. So let's see if we can give Donna that little extra kick that she needs.
Focus on tyres and brakes.
But yeah, Oscar, very, very quick. He is going to be a threat tonight. Racing the old-fashioned view. We're not raced in this view for a while. And this is the view that's been tweaked slightly for the new game. So you'll see as we go through this corner here that it's the car that kind of stays, you know, that kind of leans a little bit.
Track is clear. Track is clear.
You don't really see that much movement through the corner
Okay, you can go.
when the car starts to lean. They have gyro stabilized it in reality, and they've now brought that into F1 Manager 24. So, oh, god damn it, this lap's a bust. This lap is a complete bust. I think that's it. I don't think we're going to have time for another run. Unless I can speed them up a little bit this way.
We will not need liftoff.
And even then, I don't think I'm going to have enough in the tyres now. Evening, Clark. So yeah, they've gyro stabilised it. So you'll see that there'll be a change in that view. The horizon will stay flat rather than just, you know, little tweaks here and there as it currently is, and instead you'll see the car will pivot to try and show the banking in the corners a little bit more. It'll be interesting to see what that looks like when we go to somewhere like Zandvoort with some pretty extreme banking.
On as much work as you can on your tires now. Or we can cancel lift off.
We are getting in the way of Esteban Ocon, I think. Yeah, we are. Unfortunate, but
Let's lift off, please. We need to push. Overtake available.
unfortunately couldn't be helped. And he does eventually get through. So we're not looking at trying to improve Embry at all here. We're just looking at trying to improve Donner.
Can use overtake.
And I'm not expecting to see any improvements here.
That is the checkered flag.
Max is out. Max is out in P12. Norris is still pushing. He's behind us on the track. Donner has not improved in the first. No surprise there. I think this lap's going to be a bust. Hajar pops up into third place. Donner has improved in the middle. I don't know by how much. She's safe. Everyone else is on in laps now, so she is safe. And she didn't improve. So, Norris, can he get through? Yes, he can. And that knocks out his teammate.
P6.
Norris gets into the top 10. Russell just survives.
You're doing a good job.
So, with our two drivers, Behrman, Norris and Russell, we have 5 Brits in the top 10. That's pretty impressive. Surely one of them is going to take pole. But Oscar is looking mighty quick. All right, one lap on and a new set of tyres for each driver. And we're not waiting, we're going early.
So that's a green light.
We are going to go back to old school style qualifying. One car leading the other. And then we'll switch them around on a new run on more new tyres. We've got Stroll following us out of the garage.
So focus on braking, on tires.
So this lap is all about getting Embry as high up as we can. Then she will lead the way for Donna on the next run. Norris on his way out. I think this is the third time this season that that Red Bull have not got Max into Q3. Leclerc has missed Q3 on a couple of occasions as well. Although some of those have been down to weather. Now Hajar is heading out. A little concerned that Stroll is where he is. He might be close enough to get the toe.
So we are good for traffic.
I hope not.
Charge your pass corner.
And track is now clear.
So we have got to watch out for Hajar. He is going to get in the way at some point on the lap. Hopefully we can get by without losing any time. Two-tenths quicker in the first sector for Embry. Stroll is not quicker than Embry. That's good. Here comes the middle. Oh, damn it, Hajar. That's Embry's lap ruined, and that completely destroys our chances of doing what I wanted to do. So I'm going to abort Embry's lap now and try and send her out behind someone else. I think everyone else is out on track now. Shit. So, a 1:24.0, that's not quick enough.
Okay, stay close to the reference.
That is definitely not quick enough. Just got to send her out straight away because everyone else is already out on a flyer. Or an outlap. Norris goes P2. So now what I'm going to have to do with my second run is send them both out behind someone else. Give them both a chance of a slipstream improvement. That's not ideal at all. Oscar's going to be the man to keep an eye on, although he's got Charles Leclerc behind him. Ride with Leclerc. Oscar can match the pace that he's had in the first couple of sessions. He's going to be about 0.3 quicker than Donna's time there, and Leclerc is going to be even quicker because he's going to get the toe. This could be an unbeatable lap for Charles Leclerc. It should be an utter disaster for us. Hajar has popped up into second place, less than a tenth behind.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
Russell goes purple in the middle. These two are about to set their splits. Wow. Neither of them seem to be threatening the pace right now. Russell goes top by less than 0.03 of a second. Oscar's only fifth. Leclerc gets a benefit, not a massive one, but good enough to go third. And we've got three drivers separated by less than 0.1 of a second. Embry's not up in the first, but then I never expected her to be because she didn't have the slipstream. It's the second and third sectors that will be the difference. She lost so much time hitting the hanger straight last time, thanks to Isaac. She's gone green. Trying to get that confidence level up. This will be a green personal sector as well, personal best, because she never finished the lap last time. And oh my word, it is good enough for pole. Where did that come from? What a lap from Embry. Take a bow. That was superb. Right, there goes Russell. If I have to, I'll send them out staggered. Here comes Charles Leclerc. Oh, it's going to be a hell of a queue, this. It's going to be a hell of a queue. Oscar is in front of Behrman, who's in front of Donna,
We stick to the plan.
who's in front of Embry. Everybody on brand new tyres for this run. Stroll starts his flying lap. Hopefully he's not going to get in the way. Oh, he might mess this up entirely. He's going to catch us at some point. Question is where, and can we get back into a tow before that before the lap starts? Oh, damn you, Stroll! Got Joe tucked up behind Leclerc and Hajar tucked up behind Joe. The only ones not running a slipstream at the moment are Stroll, Russell and Norris. Here comes Stroll. He's going to affect us, and only us, I think. Shit.
Position is good now. Charge your plus corner.
Oh, god damn it. So neither of our drivers are going to get a tow. Yeah, you best get out of the way, Stroll. Do not hold up Embry. Oh, you son of a bitch. Embry's lap's done. So it's all on Donna. No improvement in the first. Can she find anything on this lap? What's her confidence level? It's not quite peak. Here comes Russell. Russell improves, but stays second by 0.04 of a second. Here comes Norris. And Norris takes pole from us. Damn it. Leclerc up to 4th. Zhou goes 3rd. Hajar goes 2nd. We're down to 3rd. Piastri goes top. Behrman is 4th. Donna is down in 9th. Oh, what a disastrous final session that was. But the top 5 separated by less than 1/10 of a second, and if you add the extra 7 thousandths, you can include Zhou in that as well. Look at that. 9th place, only 2.5 tenths off of pole position. How tight was that session? So close. It's going to set up an interesting race. But it is Oscar on pole, as I thought it might be.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Silverstone is certainly a circuit rich in Formula One history. From Giuseppe Farina winning the first championship race held here in 1950, right through to Lewis Hamilton's 2008 masterclass on racing in the rain. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
So 52 laps of the British Grand Prix await the drivers, but there can only be one winner. Who's it going to be?
Who indeed? Right. Strategy. We are going to go with a one stop. We're going to go mediums to softs. I think. It's 4 seconds quicker than a two-stop, which is pretty unreal. But what is it like against a one-stop? Mediums to hards. It's only a second difference. We're going to do it. We should probably do it the other way round. Go softs to mediums. We get an early safety car, we can box and throw on mediums early, and then go for a soft medium medium, or even a soft medium soft. But I think that is the potential target to go for. I don't know. Part of me thinks we should do this. Start on the scrubs. Go onto the mediums with an undercut. And then go onto the softs afterwards. I think that's probably the smarter move. Just so that we're not going to be having to really conserve the tyres. If we can save the tyres, we will do. Just so that it enables us to kind of attack a little bit. We'll go with that setup there for Embry. She's got slightly better tyre options to choose from as far as her softs go. So we'll look at something like that. And this means that if I can conserve tyres, Embry's got brand new softs at the start so that she can try and convert that into a one-stop maybe. We'll hedge our bets a little bit. Let's throw in a couple of extra laps of fuel. Let's attack off the line because it's Silverstone. We have to. Otherwise, we're going to get left behind. Are these the best tyres that I have? 91%. Yes, they are. Try and turn those tyres down ASAP. 5th and 9th is not ideal. But we'll see what we can do. The real British Grand Prix is tomorrow, but our British Grand Prix starts now.
The British Grand Prix is nearly upon us. The drivers composing themselves on the grid ahead of 52 laps around Silverstone. Now I wonder, will things be going Lando Norris's way in this race?
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. Hold on tight. It's the British Grand Prix.
Seeing a lot of mediums, a couple of softs.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Let's try to see what you can do.
We have the inside line at the moment on Behrman. Can we convert that? Yes, we can. Behrman's going to try and come back at us. Donna's up a place as well. But it's now boxed in, and we might lose the position around the outside line here. Need more curb cams like that in this game. We only have one or two. Still side by side. Right, let's turn her tyres down, but keep pushing the battery.
Just be careful with this tyre.
And I think we might have to give up the place to Leclerc here.
Just keep looking after your tyres.
As long as Stroll doesn't sneak through. So, we are the first of the soft runners. Behrman on scrubs as well. I wonder if anyone is going to go one stop tonight, or if we are going to just get most of the grid on two stops. Let's see, where's Max? Max is down in 13th place, and we are looking at a move on Norris. Now we're going to have to ease off the battery, and I'm going to ease off the tyres as well. We are going to be vulnerable to Behrman. Let's go have a look. Thinks better of it.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled. 20P9. On X08 is...
Alright, so confidence level check. Just outside of peak confidence for Embry. Donna is just above her starting level. And Norris has dropped off briefly, although he's pushing to get back on again. I think I can pull out a win here. Well, I'm hoping so. We'd dearly love to win Silverstone. Who do I have winning tomorrow? I don't know. It's too close to call. I would like Hamilton to win, which I know is the unpopular the unpopular opinion, but I'd be happy if Lando got the win. Kind of soured a bit on George over the last year or two. I wouldn't begrudge Oscar a win either. So Hamilton has dropped off the front two, but he is not pushing his tyres. So Norris might be going for the one stop here.
On click overtake this.
Recharge on.
Come on, Donna. Come on, Donna.
Charge on.
There we go. Nice little confidence boost for Donna there. Up past Charles.
Recharge on, please.
I've let Embry slip away from Norris, and now she's under pressure from Behrman. Oh, contact! Behrman tagged us.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
So let's take a look at the replay. And there, the cars make contact.
Yeah, that's
That
Behrman's fault.
I'm sure. It's
That's hurt her confidence. It's hurt her tyres a little bit as well. Not a massive amount. Actually, I don't think it has hurt her tyres. But it has left her dropping away. George got through, and we haven't caught up to him yet. This better not be a penalty for me. No penalties given. Yeah, I suppose that's fair enough. A racing incident. I would put... As long as we don't get the penalty, then, yeah, I can accept that. We are struggling to get back onto Russell here.
Recharge on.
So we just about managed it. Maybe. Maybe not. No, we didn't make it. Oscar and Isaac having a good old ding-dong battle at the front. And here comes Sonoda.
And we can have recharge.
And we'll give up the position.
Charge on. Charge on.
So, let's have a look at Behrman. Does he have wing damage? No, he doesn't. Has hurt his tyres though, I think.
We're happy to stay where we are.
Ah, shit. Donna just lost the DRS, I think.
Okay, we need some deploy.
No, she kept it just.
We need a bit of recharge of the battery. Charge on.
If you can, push it.
Drop down the plates now.
Alright, so 6th and 7th right now. It's not the best. It has undone some of that early work we did, fortunately, but we're not too far out of it at the moment. We're getting some battery back in the cars. We are going to have to push past Joe pretty soon.
No need to push the tyres.
In fact, looks like Embry's having a go right now, which is not the ideal place to do it. That's why I did turn off the battery harvesting. I want to get the DRS down the Wellington straight and then go for it from there, I think. So now we'll go for it.
On these tyres.
There we go. So Plum gets through. Oops. No.
Charge on.
And that's got a confidence back above starting level. If Verstappen makes the podium, how much do you think he'll be booed? Yeah, he's going to get booed. He's going to get booed regardless, I think, you know, simply because of the contact with Norris last week. I think that's inevitable.
Charge on. Manage your tires. You're good to push.
Oh, come on, Donna. Why didn't you try and go for the overtake? Let's try again down the hanger straight, hopefully.
Charge on. You've got everything. You've got everything. Press on hold available. Cool the car.
There we go. Peak confidence for Donna. Very close before her pit stop. That's excellent.
Charge on.
Now we'll try and get some battery in her car before she boxes.
Charge on. Charge on and box now.
Right, Max is now up to 11th place. We're still not that far off the lead. We're only, what, 3.5 seconds off the lead at the moment. Going to be boxing Donna in a couple of laps' time. Behrman might box just before us or around the same time as us.
Okay, charge on, charge on. Charge on, charge on.
Making sure we stay close enough through the important zones so that I can then go back to harvesting. Not lose too much time in the big acceleration zones. Leclerc is thinking about having a look. Side by side. I think Leclerc might just be able to pull this off. This will be crucial. Yep, he's got the traction. But Tsunoda's now going to have the inside line here. And there we go. I think Charles just shut him down. He has.
Charge on, charge on. You can keep the pace up on this compound.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Keep cooling the car. We can still do it. Box, box.
We can at least give Embry a lap of harvesting here.
And recharge on. Recharge on, recharge on. We want to manage our tyre budget.
Just manage your tires, please.
All right, let's have a good stop. Got an undercut chance here. .3, that's pretty good.
Track will be clear.
And that was inevitable. But it does mean we can continue our harvesting.
So, recharge on.
Then try and retake the position again in a moment. Behrman's still yet to stop. That is serious damage to that car then. He's got to have suspension or chassis damage, or both, to be that far off. Let's see, he's doing 131s, yeah. Got a yellow flag. Who's it for? Maloney. We're going to see some action in the pits soon as well from some of these other soft runners.
Box now, please.
Open the gap if you can. You're doing a good job.
And Joe could be vulnerable here to both of the AlphaTauris. He didn't get the DRS. Max up to 10th because we stopped. Donna going for a fastest lap attempt. That's purple in the first. Behrman's in. And he's gone on to mediums as well.
And recharge off.
Another purple sector. That lap is coming together very nicely. And Embry's going to box this lap. Let's see if I can get her past Leclerc.
Very good lap.
New fastest lap for Donna.
Charge on. Drop the pace now, please.
Let the tyres come back to you.
Ah, she backed out because she's boxing. I hate when it does that. .40, that's a good stop.
Clear at exit.
There goes Donna. Let's get the two of them back together again.
Take is available.
So who is likely to stop next? For sure, down to 31%. Albon down to 28%. Those two surely stopping this lap. If they're going to try and one stop, they're going to go to around about lap 25-ish. Norris is still on target for that. Russell's still on target for that. Even Joe. Ocon. But as you can see, some definitely will not have the tyres for that. There goes Albon into the pits. For sure, follows him in. There is Donna, and you can just see Embry coming out of Stowe in the background as well. Medium tyres. And another set of softs. So for sure could get left for dead here.
recharge on.
You're good to push.
Now Belijax is in. Is this the first of the mediums? It is. Maloney in behind as well. So we've got another Williams versus Haas battle for the pits. And I think this is another one that Williams are going to win. Yep, very much so. Oh, what a terrible stop for Zane Maloney. Belijax has gone out on softs as well, so both Williams have gone back out on softs. Have we got it close enough? We have. Okay, now we can turn the tyres down a little bit.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Still need to save a touch more with Donna's tyres. Sainz is in. And he's going for a set of softs. That's a good stop. We know Alpine are very good in the pit stops this year. That's another great example of how good they are.
Keep up the lift off. You're doing a very good job.
A little bit more like that.
No, come on, Embry. God damn it. Completely unprovoked spin there.
And that's the moment they lose it. And that won't do
And
anything
that
to help
has
those
just
tyres.
ruined her tyres. Any spare rubber I had has gone.
And
She's
not
now got
much
tyres
that the
worse
team
than
can do
Donna's.
about that one.
My plan was to get her in front and then just protect Donna's tyres for a little bit. I can't do that now. She's going to be vulnerable to Sainz and Belijac. Sainz on those softs will gobble her up really quickly. What's that done to her confidence as well? It's knocked her back again. So, after a great race last time out, well, the last two races have been great for Embry. He's kind of slipping back to her old ways again as Porsche now hits the pits. We are starting to approach the one-stop window. Still not there yet. Russell and Norris now fighting for the win. Bajara's dropped back by about 3 seconds. Piastri's dropped back a bit as well. Those two will be stopping very, very soon. They're going to be on 2 stops, I'm sure of that. Porsche is on a 2-stop. At least... Oh, God, we didn't even get out in front of Porsche. That's how much time we've lost with Embry. Porsche's going to blitz himself very quickly on those softs. We've got to stay with him, or else we're in trouble, because Belijac and Sainz are right there. How much longer do I think Russell and Norris are going to go before they pit? Let's have a look. They're at 39 and 37. I reckon they'll go to lap 25, 26. And then I think they'll go hards. Hajar is in. Max is in as well. Interesting. Max will probably be in and out before Hajar even reaches his pit box. Oh, almost. He's gone up. Oh, Max going for the one stop. And Hajar. Unless they go for a late stop on softs, which they might do if their tyres degrade. We've seen that strategy come into effect with the AI before. I've seen Leclerc do that in the early days with Ferrari. We have jumped the pair of them with Donna. Embry is struggling. Oh, look at those tyres. I'm going to have to change the strategy. I'm going to have to go onto another set of mediums. So Embry's chance of a podium is gone. Donna, meanwhile, having a good old run here.
Okay, charge on.
And there is Norris. He's in a little earlier than I thought. Russell carrying on. Now, is he going for the one stop? Piastri is in. Zhou and Leclerc are in as well. It's getting very busy in the pit lane now. Ocon coming in as well. Hard tyres for Norris. Piastri is out. I think that was also for hard tyres. Ocon has jumped Leclerc, has he? No, he hasn't yet. It's hard tyres. Zhou's on hards. Leclerc's on hards. Yeah. A lot of one stops. And thankfully Donna is ahead of everybody except Norris. And we can get past him pretty quickly here.
Charge on.
I hope.
Okay, you can pick up the pace. Cool the car.
Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Russell's in. Snowden's gone onto hard tyres. Russell's gone onto hard tyres. There is Russell. Just beat him out. Have to get past these two quickly.
Let's try to take opportunity.
Or past Gasly at the very minimum.
We have to protect those tires.
There we go. Now we're tucking behind Norris. And then try and jump him at the end of the lap. Yeah, not a good afternoon for Embry. There goes Stroll into the pits. Gasly's only got one or two more laps in him. And we might actually struggle, given the state of our tyres. We might struggle to get past Norris here.
Overtake.
Damn it, Science has jumped us.
So recharge on then, please.
Can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think we've got the grip to challenge Norris now, so we'll just have to stay with him, but this now puts us on the back foot. I just hope that when we get on the softs we'll have enough pace to fight our way through, get back at least towards the podium, if not onto the top step. Embry's confidence has taken another knock thanks to that overtake from Sainz.
Recharge on.
It's a long way down the queue, but some of those guys are going to be stopping again. Sainz, Belajax, Porsche, all going to be stopping again, as is Donna, but yeah, everyone in between, Piastri, Russell, Verstappen, Hajar are probably going to the end, with the possible exception of Verstappen and Hajar. And obviously Leclerc as well, going to go to the end.
Can use overtake. If you can, push.
I've been dropped and I'm coming under pressure from Zhou. And I was spending so much time looking at that, I've not been paying attention here. Not one of my better laps. Yeah, we are really up against it now. Because of the nature of this circuit, really hard to stay with cars if you drop out of the DRS. It's hard to hunt down other cars unless you have a big advantage. And while we have the best car, we don't have the best drivers to go with the car. So our potential pace advantage is smaller than it could or should be. Have done enough to get back onto the back of the cars in front, just about.
Recharge on now is okay, please.
But Donna has not got the grip to catch up. Porsche is closing on those softs. Have to push the tyres, which I really didn't want to do. But I'm almost out of battery.
And save fuel from now, please. Save fuel from now.
Oscar's got through. And this is why I need to get back onto Norris. I need to try and stay with his pace, otherwise I'm going to get gobbled up by Piastri and Russell and Max and co, all on those hard tyres as my mediums disintegrate.
Time to push on these tyres.
And keep an eye on your battery.
Come on, we're so close. We are so close. Just a little bit more.
John.
I would dearly love to try and get an overtaking with Embry as well before she boxes. Get a bit more confidence back in her so that when she gets out on those new mediums, she's not going to be running a lot slower than she could be. But I don't think she's got the grip for that either. Might possibly have a chance for Sainz if I'm careful and lucky, but it's not looking likely. No, I can't even stay in the DRS range.
On a bit of Victor, you can, it should help you. Need to drop the pace.
It's damage limitation mode for Embry tonight. A VSC in a couple of laps would be really nice.
Charge on.
Overtake is available. We suggest a little bit more Lyco.
I did briefly manage to push Sainz into a defensive manoeuvre to drop him out of the DRS. Try and line him up for a move somewhere. I don't have the battery left to really exploit that, so I'm just hoping that I can at least get some charge in his car before he recatches Leclerc.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Russell's tyres looking good, 82%. Connor is hanging on to Norris nicely, but Porsche is pushing. It's closing that gap.
and overtake is available. Okay, we will box this lap.
Charge on for now.
Go on, throw it up to your side. Nope. And that's it. That was my last opportunity because she won't complete the move if I try on the hanger straight. So we just harvest battery now.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Charge on.
We will want a little bit of Lyco.
There we go then.
Okay, focus on recharge.
.3, it's a good stop. Needed to be.
Could be closer exit.
I'm looking at basically hoping for a nice steady little bit of pace. We're in amongst some slower cars at the back, so that gives us an opportunity to try and get an undercut. Get some confidence back in with some quick overtakes. But I'm hoping for a nice steady, constant pace to just gradually creep back up so that, you know, when everyone else boxes, I've still got some tyres left and got a chance of maybe getting some points.
On click overtake this. Cool the car, please.
We want to manage our tyre budget.
Charge on.
Maloney's going to be boxing soon, so I've got to get this move done quickly. Try and get it done on the hanger straight.
Save as much fuel.
We'll have to do anti-deploy where you can.
Let the tyres come back.
Science and Albon are in. And I'm ahead of Albon. And just snuck out in front of Sainz. Sainz is on softs to the end.
Box. We do need a little bit of liftoff for the fuel.
No, see, she backed out because she's boxing. Knew that was coming. Porsche Air is in this lap as well. Good stop. Their pit box is right in front of ours. Actually, it's a little bit further away. 2.5, it's not a great stop, but it's good enough.
That will be clear.
Nice, I got out behind Stroll, which means I'll get the DRS. That's what I was hoping for.
Battery is full. Charge on. No more liftoff required.
If you can, push.
So I've got a bit of a quandary here. I still have the fastest lap, and I don't know whether I should push to make it secure or just save the tyres and hope that I can hang on to it.
We think a little bit more like her will help.
I think I basically have to push just to make sure I can get an undercut on some of these cars that we were chasing
We
with.
can still do it.
That are still yet to stop. In fact, no, Belichak's the last one. Oh, there goes the fastest lap anyway, so yeah, we've made the right call by deciding to push. Sainz did a 1:26.7.
Press overtake. And recharge on.
Right, we should have got the DRS. And we did.
Can use overtake.
Yellow flag. Please don't be a fuck up
Okay?
from Embry.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Who has hit her? Or who has she hit?
And oh,
Belichak pushed her off.
Obviously far from intentional, but there
Ah, damn it.
That was a very good lap.
125.3, that should be safe.
After your tires.
But that's, again, just
We look after the
destroyed
tires.
Embry again. He hasn't hurt her confidence, though, amazingly.
Okay, and let's
Not
do a
quite
small
sure
liftoff.
how, but I'll take it. but there's definite damage to those tyres that we haven't seen yet. Right, we are 16 seconds off the lead.
Drop down the plates now.
Don't you dare give me a penalty for this. No penalties given. Well, that kind of figures. Whenever there's an accident and we're involved, it's either we get the penalty or no penalties given. The percentage of penalties given to the opposition is almost non-existent when we're involved. All right, we got past Ocon, and again, we weren't even trying. That's nice.
No need to push the tyres.
Let's go after Yuki.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires. Or we can cancel lift off.
I suppose the one thing we can be grateful for is we haven't suffered any damage. In the incidents with Embry tonight. No parts have been broken. No structural damage to the suspension or chassis. That's a small consolation at this point.
Time to push on these tyres.
All right, 12 laps to go. We're not going to catch George. Not if he keeps that pace up. Yeah. Definitely got our work cut out for us.
Okay, charge on. Just manage your tires, please. Let's lift off, please. Overtake available.
See you later, Yuki. 8th place. Maximum confidence. I'll have a lap of push to break that gap. And trying to get onto Leclerc and Co as quickly as we can. Embry is lapping a little bit quicker than the cars in front. Still got an outside chance of a top 10 finish. Sainz and Pourchaire will be the tricky ones. But Stroll, Ocon, Tsunoda should be able to catch those guys. 12 seconds to George now. His pace has dipped off again. That's good.
margin now.
All right, there we go. Gap has just basically come down nearly half. 125.6. Yeah, we took 3.5 seconds out of Leclerc on that lap. And Max is done waiting. Need these guys to squabble. Might increase. Oh, if they take each other out tonight, that would be amazing. Embry's not really catching Sainz in front, but we are definitely closing on the hard tyre runners. Quick lap for Porsche there as well on his soft, so 126.6. And we've taken another second out of the cars in front. Just see them there, going into Maggots and Beckett's. Chase is on. Nine laps to go.
Let's have 100% notes, please.
There is the gap. Less than a second and a half now. Sainz has caught Stroll. That's why I've pushed Embry's pace. Try and get her in that conversation quickly as well. Gap to Russell now just 8.5 seconds, less than 8.5 seconds. We are still in with a chance, but I am going to have to dispatch the cars in front quickly and efficiently. And right now, I need battery to do that.
Drop the pace now, please. I'm really sorry, we need a bit of lift off where you can.
Now that I'm in the DRS, even on these settings, I should still easily keep pace. Might even have a chance of sneaking a position. Come on, Embry, you're almost there.
You've got everything, press on hold available. And you can push on tires, we're good on tires. Okay, keep cooling the car now. And you can pick up the pace.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Stop the lift off turn 1, please.
A little bit more Lyco, please.
Oh, come on. Punch through, punch through.
to drop the pace.
It's a three-way fight for the lead, so that is something
A little bit of
that's going to work in our favour.
Overtake is available.
Let's try to take opportunity. Can press overtake where possible.
Come
to
on,
discharge the
Donna.
battery a little bit.
Embry's the one who's supposed to be shit at overtaking, not you.
We don't have enough battery. Six more laps. On charge on. We have to protect those tires. Okay, we need some deploy. Charge on.
Stay close.
On click overtake this.
There we go, come on. Come on, round the outside.
Okay, keep an eye on your battery.
I'm going to miss out on the points.
Drop down the pace now.
I'm going to miss out on the points with Embry. Unless something happens in front of me. There's going to be a grandstand finish at the front though.
And keep going with the lift off. You're doing very good job. Keep going with the lift off. Four more laps. 4 laps. Charge on. Push now on the tires.
All right, 4th place. We can have a really good couple of laps here. We can catch them. And then it's game on for a podium. I don't know if we'll have enough for the win, but you know, you saw how difficult it was to find past just one car there, and we had to fight past 4. We're bringing her jar with us as well, which is not ideal.
And keep an eye on the battery. 3 more laps, 3 more laps.
It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. How much am I going to destroy the tyres just getting onto them? That's the question. And how much battery can I save? Try and launch the attack. I am closing on Snowder as well. He's hanging on to Porsche at the moment. And that's what's keeping him safe. Come on, Donna. We are so close. That's a yellow flag. It's Stroll running wide. Does that help me out anywhere?
Now this one involves Stroll.
He's down in 14th.
Oh, we've seen a few go off the track there.
Two race laps. John.
At least we can keep the streak alive with Embry, which is 2 in the top 12.
Need to drop the pace. And you can use the deploy. Keep cooling the car. We need to push. Let's try to get him. One more lap. One more lap.
Out of the way, George. You can't hang with Donna. Come on! Don't back out.
Reminder a little bit of lift off where you can.
Go, 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 go!
Reminder on the battery.
Shit.
Charge on.
Right, well, Russell's out of DRS range. Evening, Marcel. Tyres are gone.
Just keep looking after your tires. Overtake available. Cool the car. You're good to push. We can still do it.
No, we can't. God damn. Fourth.
Okay, we take the flag. That's before confirmed.
Max finished in 5th, Leclerc in 7th, so Red Bull will outscore us.
Wins it. He's first over the line.
Especially with Embry not finishing in the points.
Okay, that's the checkered flag. Well done.
I got stuck behind Zhou and co for one too many laps. Nearly had George, just didn't have any battery left, didn't have any tyres left. I tried to jump him so that I would at least maybe have the chance of a dive bomb. I probably should have just played it a bit safer and then tried to just throw everything at George on that last run rather than early in the lap. But now, if you don't try, you'll never succeed.
What an excellent performance from the Aston Martin driver that was.
That really was such a strong performance. And they come away from today with a top 10 finish. Amazing. Really, really good for the team.
It's hugs all round for the team. In fact, they all deserve a pat on the back as well for everything that they've achieved. Lando Norris certainly loves a podium, heading up there now to celebrate again.
That gives them their first win of the season, and it was really well deserved.
Well, we might be in Britain, but our podium finishers won't be celebrating with a cup of tea tonight. They'll be staying true to Formula One tradition.
Getting absolutely shit-faced.
So, Karun, with the garages full of activity, what's the mood like down at Aston Martin now?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there, though.
And here in Silverstone, the weekend now draws to a close.
Next round, we're moving on to an exhilarating circuit. Formula One will be taking to the Hungaroring for the
I'd hardly call that an exhilarating circuit, but whatever, Karun. Oh dear. So then, confirmation of the final result. It is a British win after all. Lando able to hold off Oscar Piastri, who takes second. George makes it 2 Brits on the podium. We take 4th and the 3rd Brits in the standings. Unfortunately, we were not the best at British. We weren't even the best British team. So, yeah, a bit of a shame there. Max up 8 places after getting eliminated in qualifying to finish in 5th and pick up 10 points. We did get the fastest lap with Donna for that bonus point, so that helps. Isaac is down 3 places to finish 6th. Leclerc gained a place as well. So 16 points for Red Bull. They'll outscore us by 3. So they'll close the gap. Oh, sorry, they'll stretch the gap again in the Constructors. But we will actually extend our lead in the Drivers' Championship slightly, which is nice. Zhou will take 8th place. Porsche up 3 places to finish 9th. And Sonoda up 4 places to take the final spot and the final points for Mercedes. In the bottom half, there is Embry down 6 places after 2 races where I was singing her praises. She had a couple of mistakes. So, well, yeah, a couple of mistakes and a contact. So, yeah, not ideal for Embry today. Just when I was like, okay, Embry's pretty much safe now, I think, for the rest of the season. She does a Perez. Yeah, here's an extension to your contract. Okay, now I will refuse to get out of Q1. Alex Albon up 7 places to take 12th, ahead of Sainz in 13th. Then it's Ocon 14th, Stroll 15th, Belisak's up 1 to finish 16th, ahead of Gasly. Then it's Shaw, Maloney and Behrman finishing a distant 20th, thanks to that early contact, which ruined his chances of any kind of real pace, unfortunately. So let's see what the driver standings look like. Donna stays top and stretches her lead by 3 points as Max, 4 points as Max moves above Charles Leclerc. So we now have a 19-point lead, up from 15, which is nice. Leclerc now 3 behind Max. Lando's 4th still, and that win has catapulted him way up towards the front 3 and a long way away from Embry, who had been making big inroads there. But that gap is now at 33 points. Oscar putting some pressure on as well with his 2nd place and pole position, giving him 19 points and closing that gap down to just 8 to Embry now. Porsche gets a couple of points. He's now 20 behind Oscar and under pressure from George, who jumps 5 places tonight and is now 15 behind Teo, 1 ahead of Sonoda, who drops down a place. Hajar is also getting some good points, 2 behind Sonoda. Then it's Zhou, Sainz, Behrman, then Ocon, Stroll, Gasly, Maloney, Belijax, Albon, and Verschoor. In the Constructors' Championship, only 16 points for Red Bull tonight, but we couldn't really capitalise. We only got 13 ourselves, so that gap goes up by another 3. We are now 48 points behind again. McLaren getting some decent points thanks to Lando's win there. They are now 120 points behind us, though. So despite closing the gap, they're still a long way off, but they have got some company. Ferrari getting big points tonight. 2 cars on the podium. That's 34 points for them, and they are now just 20 behind McLaren after having some very lean races where they haven't really scored very well. Mercedes get 5 more points. They're up to 94 ahead of Alfa Romeo, who have jumped back above AlphaTauri. Those two locked in a death fight there. Just 2 points between them, and Mercedes only 4 points ahead of that fight. So it's looking like it's going to be a 3-way fight for 5th at this stage. Alpine in 8th, no points tonight. They're on 46 points, a long way ahead of Williams, who are still on 6. Haas still on 4 at the bottom of the standings. Let's see how the pit stops went. We had a couple of good stops. We might have picked up some points. It's a 1-2 for AlphaTauri. It's been a while since we've seen AlphaTauri do that, a very long while. Red Bull 3rd and 7th, so the gap will come down by quite a bit. McLaren are 4th and only 4th. Ferrari 5th and 10th. We got 6th and 8th, so we got both cars in the points again. 2 drivers with a 2.3 second stop, sandwiching Max Verstappen there. And then Alpine's Carlos Sainz picks up the remaining points in 9th. Let's see what the standings for this competition look like. Red Bull still top, 130 points ahead of AlphaTauri, who took 22 points out of them tonight. Alpine do pick up 2 more points, but missed opportunity for them. McLaren back in the hunt, 8 points behind them. We moved back above Ferrari by a point, and 35 points behind McLaren, still a way off there. Maybe 5th is the best we can do this year, unless we can keep improving the pit crew. You never know. No points for Mercedes again. They are still 7th, and they're now 30 points behind Ferrari, and still no points for Williams, Alfa Romeo, or Haas. And there you see a summary of our stops: 2.3, 2.4 for the first round, and then the second round a 2.5 and a 2.3. Enough to get us some good points. Driver report cards. Let's have a look. 12 and 16 in the overtakes for Donna. 3 and 1 in defence. Didn't really have to do much defending tonight. Decent going forward. Not her best session for attacking though. Embry 9 and 6. She actually finished in the positives in overtakes, which is pretty good. And 18 and 7 in defence. So again, as always, very strong in defence. And we did get some extra experience for Anna as well. So we do still have a potential backup option if Embry completely falls to bits. As far as the sponsors though go, we did lose a little bit of money, but we did keep the streak alive, thank God. So we didn't get 2 in the top 8 as the finishing position, bit of a shame. But we did get both cars into just 1 car in Q2. For the guarantees, this is where we lose our money. We didn't get 2 cars qualifying in the top 10. And we got the fastest lap. We got both cars qualifying in Q3. And as I say, the important thing, we kept our qualifying streak, our finish position streak of 2 in the top 12 for 5 races alive, with Embry getting 11th there. 3.35 mil. That's not a huge gain on our base rate, but it's all money in the bank. Helipad refurb is done. Let's check in with the tour centre. That has now broken. Let's give that a refurb. 9 days to go. That'll be ready just before the Hungary, but it's kind of irrelevant for that. It's on a week-by-week basis that we get money from that. Let's start building these new chassis. So, the Mark V chassis 2 will take 21 days. We must have some factory events coming up. That'll be before Spa. So can we rush? We'll rush 2. There's no point rushing a third one. It won't be ready till the Monday after Spa, which is of no real value to us. We will be sacrificing just a tiny little bit of speed for this, but gaining a little bit of high speed and a little bit of engine cooling. So I'm okay with that. Let's get that one into production. Got spare side pods coming, spare front wings, spare underfloors coming as well. We are also just one day away from having our new side pod design. So let's... well, no, it's going to take a while to get them built, isn't it? Didn't even think about that. There's no point cancelling it because I won't get my money back, so we may as well finish building the parts. A lot of bits have failed on the car here. Front wing has failed. Let's change that. Underfloor has failed. And suspension has failed. Let's swap those out. Side pods, rear wing and chassis are all looking a bit flimsy. Car 2, suspension has failed. And that was my last spare suspension. Am I building more of these? No, I'm not. Am I designing more of these? Yes, but they're a long way off. So I'm going to have to manufacture a couple more suspensions. There we go. We'll have one spare for Budapest and a second one in time for Spa. Right. Sylvie Roland gets the podium. So she is in a good vein of form right now. Wolfgang Herrmann and Jock Brown. I haven't seen either of those on the podium for a while in F2. Let's check in with the board. What did they think of tonight's Grand Prix? Oh, they were delighted. I was surprised. I thought that would be maybe a happy for tonight. That's good. That's good that we got a delighted out of that. Already achieved the long-term target. We did that last night, so we're now 7 for 6 in the podium finishes. Oh no, we didn't get a podium tonight, did we? But we got it last night anyway, so... Driver update for the month. How did they improve themselves through June? Let's have a little look-see. An extra point in cornering and an extra point in reactions for Donna. That's excellent. And just reactions for Embry, but she gained 3 points in reactions. Wow. That's actually a pretty good month. Anne has gained a point in smoothness, a point in overtaking, and a point in reactions as well. So she's had a pretty good month too. Chassis design's complete, we know about that. Helipad, we know about that. Race prep, we've already seen those. No, this month in F1 email again. Sort out the training schedule now for the next couple of races. So we'll give them Monday off. We'll do a day of car building and gym training. And then let's give them a bit of a mixed week, I think. There we go. And then no training before Hungary. And we can get a little bit of training in before Spa. And then after Spa, we have the summer break. So we will be focusing on getting their speed for pit stops up. For the first week. Actually, let's give them that day off. Otherwise, they're going to get pretty tired right away at the beginning of the next month, which I don't really want. There we go. Let's see, 11 days to go. Anything else breaking while I've not been looking? Nope, not yet, but very close on the race sim. That's going to be an expensive fix as well. It's going to be about 8 mil, I think. Maybe 5 mil, but it's not going to be cheap regardless. I suppose we should probably look at giving that a little bit of a refurb now. Now we've got plenty of spare cash and some time as well. Yeah, everything else in there is fine. Right. It's advanced time of day. Suspension simulator refurb is done. Excellent. Side pod design is done. Can't build it yet. We are not going to attend the school. Sorry, kids. You just don't pay enough. Need to bug your parents for more milk money. 100 grand ain't going to cut it. Let's have a quick look. I've just got to wait 1 day. No, I've got to wait 2 days before I can start building the side pods. Front wing is done. Is there a part that we could maybe get started on? Don't think so. Don't think I can improve this without hours. Nope. So yeah, there's not really much else we can get done, I don't think, for a while. Now we can start to build the new side pods. There we go. So let's go ahead and build 4. There we go. 2 Grand Prix to get through before we get to put those ones on. Which is why I'm kind of glad I've got at least 1 spare side pod, but probably got 1 spare too many. Never mind. Let's advance time a little bit more. And by a little more, I mean more than 1 day. New regulation vote. There we go. So, we have some regulation changes. It's going to be removing the bonus point for pole position. Well, I don't really think it matters. So, yeah, we'll say get rid of it. We're not going to be around to see the results. Well, we are, but we're not going to be affected by the results. Because this is our final year. And that is where we are going to end tonight's stream. Bit of a bumper one tonight, a bit longer than I was expecting. We did spend a fair bit of extra time toasting marshmallows off the back of Donna's car for a while in practice. So that's why we've overrun a little bit, but not a bad result. Could have been better. Should arguably have been better. Couldn't quite get ourselves on the podium at our home race. Bit of a disappointment because that was our last attempt. I don't remember how we did with Aston last year, but I don't think we came close to winning it. So yeah, we were close, but not quite close enough. I'm hoping that the car will still be good for Hungary. We shall have to see if any teams have brought upgrades. There has been a little break between the races, so there is a chance. And Spa is coming up as well. We will be back on Monday at the usual time of 8 p.m. to continue our season with round 12. I hope you'll join me for that. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's Grand Prix. I hope you enjoy the real British Grand Prix tomorrow. And let's see if we can get a British 1, 2, 3 on the podium. That would be something very, very special. So, yeah, fingers crossed for that. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.